Well, let's fucking find out, Rotful.
Oh, hello? Hello? I have no idea why there was like a emote explosion. Maybe from daughter's resub? But like I don't know why I wouldn't do it on the other screen. Hi Freudian. Hi daughter. Hi Rosalinda. Thank you for the sub. I don't know if I've seen this one where they like go on little bubbles. I am so tired. Probably not on the intro screen. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember what I did. I just like followed a YouTube video to do that. Oh, I'm really tired and full. I feel like I have a lot of news to discuss. And also, Pickle is very tired. And I got my hair cut. Sorry if I just blew your fucking ears out. Oh my god, look at my grays. They're like pretty shiny right now. Layla, what are you doing down here? She's like, I'm gonna go in the pantry. Like, what the fuck? Like when I hold her, I can feel her little heart. She's judging. She's like, this counter's ugly as fuck. Are you baby? Oh, I posted a TikTok today of I posted a TikTok of Hank today. I think it has like 3,000 views. Basically, we have a secret TikTok like shitpost account. And hi Hank. Thanks, Freudian. I might have to put it up. Look at all those grays. Crazy. Basically Hank was annoying me today with her food button. She was like, food, food, food. And I was like, I'm gonna film this. And then I did. And people like it, obviously, because it's Hank just standing there with her paw on the button, like threatening to push food whenever. Like she's literally just paw on the button, just staring at me like I'm fucking doing it again. And she had wet food and dry food in her bowl. So, okay. I didn't check if I had Almond flour? Uh-oh. I hope there's not a cat fight. This expired in 2023. Well, I think it's 2024. This expired in February 2023. I mean, it smells fine. Hi, Lemon! Well, Life or Easy button isn't working. I know. So, yeah, we have a secret TikTok account. It's called Hank's Pooch. So I guess that makes it not secret. Let me open TikTok. I'm logged into Hank's Pooch. It has 3,600 views right now. It crossed 200 hearts, and we got 19 followers. You know, it took me like 30 minutes to do the whole thing. Not even, probably. Hi, Red Syrup. Their suggestions. I agree. That's why I like smelled it. It smelled fine. Like, it can go rancid, but so in terms of the house loan, they don't have our firstborn, but they had to talk to my mom, and my mom was not happy. Basically, okay, so we're trying to get a loan for a house that we close on Friday. And yeah, there's been like a lot, like basically every day. So we were conditionally approved on. I'm going to start making this crust before I start telling the story. So I went to the Italian store downtown and got some chestnut flour for this recipe. I know I made this before, I think just without the chestnut. I think I just made the regular tart crust and not the chestnut. So it's chestnut and almond flour and then white rice flour and tapioca. It looks like little. I need to get the tapioca. Was she going to be happy otherwise? No. I mean, yes. They are super, like, secretive about their finances. Like, when we were in college, I think we needed them to co-sign one of our rentals. And it was, like, an ordeal. Because they needed then, like, my parents' income statements. And they were like, no. And I remember, do you need something? Oh. Something was wrong. I don't know where she went. Oh. Layla's already on the stairs. Pickle was checking if she needed to come up because she like came down here. But anyways, what's the like aid thing you sign up for in college? Like when you enroll in college, you're supposed to sign up and like say how much money your parents make. She was like, yeah, just don't even fill it out. She was like, don't even. Yeah, FAFSA. She was like, they don't need that information. She's like, you're not going to get any aid. Don't fill it out. I was like, okay. So we're trying to get this fucking loan. And okay, we were conditionally approved on Saturday. There's been like probably 25 emails exchanged, and it's like all with different like people. I'm trying to think like where it started. So they gave us all of our credit cards. They were like, here's all your credit cards, and this is what the bill was, and you need to make sure it's paid off. Well, they've already been paid off because they pulled our credit score like 3 weeks ago, so it's already been paid. And then Pickle's like, I don't know what this card is. And like, it was like a couple $1,000s. And he's like, we don't have this card. And they're like, you do have the card because we pulled it. And we're like, we do not fucking own this card. And they're like, oh, and then it took a while for them to be like, oh, here's the last 4 digits of this card. So then we're like, and the card was open in 2000, which I was 10 years old. And I was like, okay, so that's obviously not my card, and it's not Pickle's card. So it has to be one of our parents' cards. And so it was my mom's card. Yeah, still not our card. It's my mom's card, which I was like an authorized user for like I think when I turned like 16 or something. Like I think I just used it to like get gas. And that was it. Like I haven't it's not my fucking card. I'm just an authorized user. So it was this big ordeal where my mom had to call them. Like we told them ourselves like multiple times like, "Hey, this is not our card." And it wasn't until my mom called to be like, I don't know what you want from me, but like it's my card. Like I don't know what that has to do with like my daughter's loan." And then the other thing was Pickle's mom. Pickle was also an authorized user on one of his mom's cards, and they don't use it anymore. Like the credit line was still open, but they don't use it. However, they had a late payment in like 2021. And the loan people are like, please explain this late payment. And we had to just be like, it's not our fucking card. Like, I don't know. Call our parents and ask what they're doing. So basically, anything our parents do that is like bad, they're like dinging us for. Anything good, like, why don't we talk about the fact that both of our parents own houses? Like let's look at their assets. Like, does that help us get a better rate on our loan? No, of course not. So very frustrating. You know, it took like a couple days to get that sorted. And then every time we finish like a checklist, they literally give us a full new checklist. They're like, okay, great. So, what is this money leaving your account? We're like, that's our rent. Okay, well, we need proof that that's actually your rent. So we need to contact your landlord. And I'm like, well, good luck. She's like she's super flaky. So apparently they've started that process, contacting her. And then I'm trying to think what else we had to do. So they did finally put notes for the loan officer that those 2 lines of credit are not ours. You used on your parents' credit cards and never did anything fun with them? Yeah, because I didn't want it taken away. What would I do that was even like fun? So right now I think the biggest thing is the insurance, like the homeowner's insurance. Basically, the homeowner's insurance needed to know the exact date we were moving in, because I think Pickle was like, yeah, we're not moving in right away. And to them, that meant like we're potentially never occupying the home, which is like, everything is just like to the extreme so far. It's just to the extreme. And we're like, so Pickle's like, we'll be moving in a week after. Like, chill the fuck out. So there was like a huge holdup, and it wouldn't just be the closing date. Well, I think Pickle was like being too honest, because we're gonna get the floors refinished, so we're not like technically gonna live there. Floors are being refinished. So like, you know, like Pickle should have just said the moving date. Like going back, I think he didn't think it was a big deal to be like, we have a month left on this lease here, so we're not gonna be like taking all of our stuff over there. They think you're gonna, yeah, probably red syrup. Home insurance, we use Amica, and I think Pickle's been happy with them. Did I say hi, Saren? Hi, Saren. But yeah, we like Amica. And then what else is the loan company looking for? Oh, they need to confirm that we don't have a mortgage on our last house. And it's just like, you can see, you are looking at our fucking bank account. You have like accounted for every transaction we have made in the last 20 years of our lives. Like, you have literally gone back so far in time to when I was like 16 years old. Like, I think you would know if we were paying another mortgage. So it's very frustrating. I'm like super stressed out. Like Friday, we did the final walkthrough. And that whole day, because I was still like, at that point, we had not been even conditionally approved. I was like breaking out in hives on my face because I was like, I just need this to be over. You are too? Wait, why? Oh, because your roof? Yeah, TED Talk. Because of Florida. Okay, so we're going to do this chestnut flour, which I've never baked with. Okay, the chestnut flour. It smells almost like Hanks in a Box. It almost smells like wood. Like sawdust, but in a good way. No, that's Pickle. That is... Pickle did that on purpose. He did it on purpose, Lemon. So I'm excited to bake with the chestnut flour. Hi, Hosh. Flu shot, check. COVID shot, check. Getting a snickerdoodle blizzard because I'm a baby, double check. I looked at scheduling my COVID vaccine. It's like a couple weeks out. So I need to talk to Pickle about it. So yeah, so I found it at, it's a place called Di Laurenti. It's local. That's why I need his TED Talk. He did it in the Discord. It was pretty good. He had a PowerPoint. He had a full PowerPoint for it. Okay. So I was like, I need like a rubber band for this. Ooh, there is one in here. Yeah, all shots do require aftercare. I can't get my shots together like that. Last time I did was before I went to Ecuador and I broke out in shingles, so I don't do that anymore. I don't know why I'm putting away this one thing. But I got like a bunch of vaccines at once. I was like, yeah, Hep A, Hep B, typhoid fever, yellow fever. I waited till like 2 weeks before going, so I didn't realize that like hepatitis, you needed multiple shots. So then I didn't revisit and get the second set until we went to Brazil. And I was like, oh yeah, like it's probably fine. Yeah, I was telling Lemon about Pickle's financial prowess. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I need a booster and I need to do flu. Well, I'll get the flu when I go to the doctor. So I scheduled my doctor appointment not knowing we were buying a house. And so I scheduled it for Friday. This Friday, I have a doctor's appointment, which is when we're supposed to be closing. So I just feel like I'm just ready for everything to be over. I hate going to the doctor. Like, going to the doctor is an event. And so Pickle already was planning on taking off work so he could literally drive me because I'm a bitch. Because I need to get blood work. So basically I think what's going to happen, as long as we get our loan approved, we're going to pay for the notary to drive to us so Pickle doesn't have to take off work. So we're going to pay for the notary to come to us, sign all the documents. They're closing the parking lot for pothole repair. It sounds like you would not have been going in anyways. So that's either going to be Thursday night or Friday morning. And then I'll go to the doctor. And then after that, we will get our keys. And then hopefully it's like over. Hopefully everything is like done. And then the last thing is I think we are going to get a lawyer to look at our lease because the current landlords want a very large sum of money for breaking the lease. So I just want to make sure that that's like a legal thing that they can do. So yeah. Oh, this wants me to use a stand mixer. Sugar, salt. So tomorrow's already Wednesday. So there was like a 3-day minimum period from when we signed the document to when we could potentially be approved. So like tomorrow is the first day that our loan could actually be approved. I just can't. I can't. Everything it's cutting it too close for me. And then when they email stuff, like they were sending us emails at like 9 p.m. last night. And then I think Pickle forgot to call the insurance, the house insurance, Mika. And so like at noon, they're like, did you get a chance to do this? And it's like, oh my God. Just leave us alone. I mean, we have to do all these things to get the loan, but it's just getting a little, maybe a quarter teaspoon. Getting a little much for me. Because it just is a never-ending list. But I at least got my hair cut. And I mean, I feel like I have a lot to talk about. I got my hair cut. The stylist is actually good. I get so nervous getting my hair cut. If I had Friday, get financing from Tuesday, Friday, I was a wreck. You just like yelled at her. Oh my God. This has been weeks. I mean, I get like a little, it's always here. I'll break out in like hives on my face. No, it's actually new, but it's also like super washed. So, honestly, I'm getting to that point of just yelling at everybody. But I was nice. I actually made phone calls and talked to people on the phone. And so my job was to schedule people for getting quotes for refinishing the floors. So that will be, assuming everything goes well, we'll be getting quotes on Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm waiting to hear back from the other person. And if I don't hear back from them tomorrow, I'll just find a third place. And I've been starting to like look at paint colors. It's just a lot to have to worry about actually working on the house, but like we don't even have our loan yet. Well, like I'm stressed out. No, so okay. So remember a long time ago, Hoj, I was like, I had these like crazy flakes on my head. Like this was like a couple years ago. And I was getting that expensive like exfoliating shampoo. Like they're not flakes, they like stay on your scalp. They stay on your scalp. And anyways, we were there and I was like, oh my God, I see one. Because they're like they don't like fall out. They like stay in your hair and they're so gross and I hate them. And I have not been able to figure out like what it is. And the hairstylist was like, I was like, oh, I don't know if it's like psoriasis. She's like, no, I know exactly what this is. Plaque psoriasis? That's what I thought maybe it was. She's like, but psoriasis would be like red. It wasn't red. And it never is. And she's like, oh, do you have like combination skin? And I was like, yeah, I do. So she literally went and like scraped them all off. Everything. I was like mortified, literally mortified. Like her whole sweatshirt was like covered in my skin flakes. And I was like, I am going to throw up. Like I couldn't even, like, I was like, ugh. And she was so nice. You can't spell psoriasis. Nobody can. It's like so it was not good, but she used a different shampoo. She's like, "Oh, you need a pH balancing shampoo." Oh. Don't I felt so bad. Oh yeah, I forgot she went to like hair school. I don't know why I always forget that. Um so she got it out and then it like felt so good. Like when she got, I could tell. Like it didn't like when she was scraping off, it like didn't really hurt, like it was uncomfortable, but I was just like, "Oh my god, like I can feel like my scalp breathing." Oh. So I said that on my own. Interesting. Well, I've been extra stressed out with this house thing, so I'm sure whatever's going on. And I have noticed like I will watch it's been worse since moving to Seattle. For been a Japanese style? No. I don't know anything about that. You must blow dry your scalp. I usually end up blow drying my hair because my hair is so thick. If I don't, it just stays wet for like 10 hours and then I'm cold. Um, she used a pH balancing shampoo. She said she did like 2 washes. Yeah, like mine'll get itchy. Like it'll get itchy and it's always just like right here. And like the shampoo felt so fucking good too. And like my hair, she did it yesterday. I haven't washed my hair. And my hair is not nearly as greasy. Cause like what'll happen is I will shower and then my hair, I will like make sure diaper rashing your scalp. Interesting. I don't know how people sleep with wet hair. I don't know how they do it. Because then your pillow gets wet. I don't want a wet pillow. So, yeah, like I will shower and my hair, literally, like, I make sure I'm washing my whole scalp, everything, and I will blow dry my hair and I'll be like, I can feel the grease in my hair still. And I've been using that, like, Keratis, whatever brand, for when I'm doing like the exfoliation, which is like a sea salt, and it's like intense, but then it just dries my hair out. Like it almost like my hair will be dry for a day, and then like the next day it'll be super greasy again. And it's just like wild. Where it's definitely gotten worse since moving to Seattle. Like obviously the water's different here. But oh, you're sensitive to preservative. I need to know more about this like Japanese cleaning thing. Okay, I need butter. That's the last thing I need. And some vanilla. So my hair feels really good. I bought the shampoo. Don't take Sarah to Taco Bell. Should you be taking anybody to Taco Bell for lunch? I mean, I would go to Taco Bell for lunch. For your hair. A whack during a certain week of the month that happens. And then like Pickle's hair is like never greasy or anything. You just, yeah, Pickle's been blow drying his hair. I was saying Pickle was, he was talking about maybe getting a perm because his hair is getting longer. And I was like, well, Lemon has a perm. So like, maybe that's how your hair would react, where it's not going to be like curly. It's just going to be like wavy. Because right now, sometimes I tell Pickle his hair looks like a wig because everything will be like perfect. Like there will be no, like the hairs go from his scalp perfectly straight down. Like it's too perfect looking. Asian hair is built different. True. Pickle has like particularly thick hair because during COVID I was cutting his hair and his brother had like a very similar haircut and I was like, "Can I like touch your hair?" To see how it was cut. And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like his hair was like a lot thinner and like I think it like flows more. Without a scrub cap, and she didn't recognize me and shocked by my hair. Heatless curls. Like, if you braid Pickle's hair, it'll just fall out. Like, the hair tie will fall out too. Everything will just, like, fall out. He sort of has a bowl cut. Yeah. I feel like Pickle should maybe try a perm. Once we get the house things figured out, like, I don't need them to be like, what's this $300 random bill? Huh? A home perm? Oh my god, now that would be sus. I don't want Pickle's hair to all fall out. That would be so sad. Yeah, Pickle asked his hairstylist, he's like a dude, and he's like, I haven't done a perm in so long, but I got 4 inquiries this week. So anyways, I feel so much better about my hair, and I'm hoping the shampoo works. But she said if that doesn't work, Aveda also makes a pH balancing one that she likes. And honestly, she was so nice, and I think she did a good job cutting my hair. And she put in a ton of layers, which you can't really tell. She put in, like, I feel like I lost a pound of hair. Yeah, I got a perm due to chemical smell I threw up outside the salon. Like, Pickle can't handle eggs, you guys. He can't handle eggs. I thought it smelled eggy. I think you've had the same haircut. You got curly hair. Curly hair is hard. I actually just think cutting hair is hard. That's my husband's majestic hair curls. I don't think he could get that curly. My dad used to have a perm. My dad's was like, it was pretty curly. You wore a bonnet. I don't know if Pickle could handle 5 days of stink like at the office. But it could be worth it. It could be worth it just to try it. Okay, I'm cutting up my butter. You could wear I mean, there's not really a dress code. Okay, Hoj, safe travels. Hennaing my hair. Oh. I was thinking about doing henna during COVID. Anyways, I like this hairstylist, so I hope she's good at coloring because I want to get my hair dyed again. It's been last time I got my haircut was a year ago. Like you know, I don't know if you guys feel this way. When I go to the salon and sit in that chair, I swear to God, I've never been uglier in my life. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, what the fuck? No matter what. Like, I can go in being like, okay, I look pretty good today. I sit in that chair and I'm just like, what happened to me? Like, I aged like 50 years. And like, also, I feel like the hairstylist always looks pretty good. The hairstylist, I've never gone to like a hairstylist that doesn't look great. So that doesn't help. Like, the comparison where I'm just like, I look like I just rolled out of bed. A tarp turtleneck. That's true. Yeah, definitely the lighting. The lighting, it's like pretty harsh lighting. I mean, I guess I need them to see my hair to cut it. Okay, I need to get the stand mixer. Okay. But yeah. And I get stressed going to a new salon. I feel like with how much we've moved, I feel like I'm always going to a new salon. And I've just had really bad luck. Like, when we used to live in Wisconsin, I was there long enough to be able to go to different salons. But I would find a hairstylist. Like, I had one, I really liked her. And she's like, I'm going to quit and make prosthetic limbs. And I was like, are you being serious? She was. And then you think your guy isn't good enough, Pickle? Then I went to another salon and I liked her. She wasn't like the best at coloring, but I thought she was really good at cuts. And They literally got robbed at knife point. The salon did. And she was there. So she like quit because she was like, fuck this. Which is fair. And then I finally found a salon, like a stylist that I loved. And then she basically made it big. And she was like, I'm opening my own salon. And I was like, yeah, $400 to get my hair cut and colored. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, as long as you're not going to quit. So this haircut was like pretty expensive. It was like $90. And then I bought the shampoo, which was $30. Oh, historically. You've had buzz cuts. You know, like you've been since April. Well, I feel like you've been busy. That was the thing. It was like, I went to the salon in like November or something last year. Like before the holidays, right? And then I was like, oh, I'll go like in 6 months to get my hair done. And then Pickle got laid off. And then I was like, I'm obviously not getting my hair done. And now I'm like, I need to. Otherwise, I'm going to have to cut my hair myself or something. They are expensive. I overtipped last night because I was like, she has my skin flakes all over her. Like, ugh. And she was honestly like way too nice. I was like, she's like, no, we see it all the time. Best 10K I ever. Honestly, I used to have bangs, but my hair grows so fast. So I have these like curtain bangs or these side bangs, and these are okay. But ew, Pickle. I had bangs when we were in LA, and they would grow so fast, and I like refused to pay. It was like, $30 for a bang trim or something. And I was like, no, I'm going to trim them myself. And it would take me like 2 hours. I'd be like, this is a good use of my time. It was not a good use of my time. It's like when people do their nails at home and they're like, I'm going to save money. And then it takes them like 3 times as long. And like you have to buy all the supplies. You trim yours in one snip. I would be like, okay, I need to get like layers in here and like make sure it's like framed and like, I don't know. I would basically just constantly change it. It was bad. Okay. Butter. And then I just need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. How long have you had bangs for, Lemon? I usually just want my hair to be somewhat stylish, but I can't do a mullet. I am happy layers are back in. Like there was a time where like having lots of layers was not cool. Not that anyone ever sees me. It's so funny. When I leave the house, I don't ever like I'm like, nobody look at me, nobody talk to me. Then I want to like when I'm like recording stuff, I get ready to never leave the house, and I just think it's funny. And normally, I have a big forehead too, as you can tell. I don't know this song. But I just cannot be committed to go to the salon that often. I can't. And I'm not going to learn how to cut my bangs. The Rachel haircut. I never really watched Friends. Okay. I'll need this again later for butter on top. You gotta cook tofu. Potatoes and tofu together. The same meal. I hope this actually comes together. The chestnut flour smells good. Um, is the mixer loud? Like you can definitely hear it. 3 days. Let me get my tart pan out. So the other big news, which like maybe isn't that big, well, it's pretty big news. Should I wait till? I mean, did the food survive 3 days? So the other big news is I'm gonna quit streaming on Twitch. And I have lots of reasons, and I've been thinking about it. I'm scared. Yeah. I'm scared for the news. Wait, what do you mean this isn't April? Did I say I didn't say I was gonna quit in April. Oh, April. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so so yeah, I gave Lemon the heads up because I'm just gonna be talking a lot of smack about a lot of people. And I was like, and about other streamers. I guess also Saren too. I'm not talking about Saren either. Are there any other streamers here? I'm not talking about Red Syrup either. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool. basically. Such a Oh my god, no. So, I don't know if this is gonna come together or do anything. It looks pretty sandy. Maybe. It looks pretty crumbly in the picture. So basically, this weekend was TwitchCon, obviously. And I realized, like, there's a lot of people I still followed that I had told about Camel and, like, how he is and who he is. And they were like, oh, you know, like, wow, that's really shitty and stuff. But like, I still follow them because they were like, yeah, that's really shitty, whatever, dollar. And it was disappointing this weekend to see people like not only seeing him at like TwitchCon, but to be like, we're best friends. And then the final straw was there is a streamer who had raided me who is in the makers and crafting like section, and she's just like her own thing. She's just in her own thing from what I knew. And to see like Camel with her, I was like, I am never going to escape this person. Like, he is always going to be around. Like, I'm always going to have to deal with him no matter what. Because I'm like, she is not even from the US. Literally, there should be no reason. There literally should be no reason for them to like be together. Right. And then I was like, well, he has his. That is true, Pickle. Yes. So I was like, I just don't want. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, and it's not just him, it's just other streamers. There, you know, when we were driving across the country, we were supposed to meet up with a streamer because he lives close to my hometown. And do I need to like prepare this? I don't think I need to. I did get that vaccine. Yeah, we'll still watch you, Saren. Yeah. Um, um, so we were supposed to see him, and he was like, "Yeah, like let's meet up." And I feel like I am just somebody who wants to meet up with people all the time. Like that's just how I am. Um, and so we got to like my hometown, and I'm like, "Hey, like we're here. Like we can like drive down and meet up with you, or like if you want to drive up here, like we're pretty open." Blah blah blah. And then like just nothing, just complete nothing. And I'm like, okay, that's shitty, but whatever. Um, and then when we were here, I was supposed to do a collab. That fell through. And there was another streamer that was in town. And I was like, we were supposed to meet up with her and the person I was doing the collab with. And I was like, they canceled. And I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. And then this other streamer just like ghosted me because we were all supposed to get lunch together. And the other streamer just ghosted me. And I was like, I just can't. Like, that's fine if you don't want to like meet up at all, but don't like make a plan and then just ghost me. So I was like, I think Twitch people, like I think a lot of streamers are just shitty. And I don't feel like I knew it was getting bad when I was like, I don't want to raid people. Like I don't want to find new communities. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I really don't at this point. So it's like if I don't care about like Twitch, flaky crust is better than flaky true. If I don't care about Twitch in terms of the community, and like I never really was part of like food and drink and like anything like that. Like, there's like been a few food and drink teams that have come and gone, and there's been drama apparently with them. And, I've just always been on the outside because I'm like, I don't really care about what's happening. Looks spot on in, ooh, to the pick. Thank you. Flaky scalp. I don't know. I might take flaky people over flaky scalp. So you pick flaky people. Yeah, I'll pick flaky people over flaky scalp. So I need yeah, exactly, Sarah. So it's like, okay, if I'm gonna be on my own little island of Twitch, right, and say like, fuck everybody else. I don't want to deal with other streamers. I don't care about whatever they're doing. It's irrelevant. And then it's like, well, why am I on Twitch then? Because if I'm not having fun on Twitch, and you could say like, oh, well, I could just stop watching other people's streams, and like, I feel like it's not that easy, to be like more immersed into it because I want to keep streaming. Flaky crust over flaky people over flaky scalp. You frosted flakes as a celiac. Yeah, I'll be keeping my account. So I think what's gonna happen, I've been thinking about it for like a few days. Like when we made this was like a whim. This was literally like a COVID whim thing. Like the name, everything was me just being like, okay, I'm not gonna do my fiber business anymore. I need to figure out what I want to do, right? Oh, cheat. Sorry. um so then I was like sorry. So what else was I thinking about? Like I just feel like Twitch streamers in general are like degenerate wannabe influencers that all are just like using each other to try and gain like followers and stuff. And it's like I don't even want to associate. Like, like so not lemon or sarin. That's my asterisk. Yeah, not lemon or sarin. Well, I feel like sarin mostly, like, sarin does her own thing. I am a degenerate. I mean, the thing is, like, I am also a degenerate. Oops. I'm also a degenerate. Madonna. Yeah, I wanted to do another Apple one for some reason. I only do Apple in. Did we give them the degen test prereq to view stream? No. Yeah, I'm overcompensating because it's like in the 50s here in Seattle. That's too hot. It's too hot for me. I need to build up my top. But it's like too late. The corners are too fat. The corners are fat and the tops are too thin. So it's like, where I feel like I'm starting to maybe like get a little more serious about my content creation too. It's like your pottery, yeah. Like the bottom walls are too thick and the top is too thin. So it's like me thinking about if I'm not enjoying streaming on Twitch and like it's something where I feel like I have to truly find a whole new community of people. Like if I truly want to leave like Camel behind forever, I don't know if it's possible on Twitch because he's just everywhere. It seems like use a measuring cup. Yeah, I should use a measuring cup for the bottom. Martha Stewart. Yeah, my hero, Martha Stewart. She really got fucked over. Everyone insider trades. She left from prison. I don't think you're allowed to have like glass, but maybe Martha Stewart is. I feel like the crust bottom is like a little higher on this side. I'm spending way too much time on this. So it's like if I'm not enjoying like I feel like I don't really have this like community of streamers that I initially thought I had when I first started streaming. Like when I first started streaming, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so great." Like there's all these other streamers. Prison Pies. The hell is her name? Oh, it's their Disney level nice. True. Ruining it for you. Yeah. Yeah. I know, Lemon, and that's why I like stuck around. Because basically anybody else who has had this like type of run-in with him has left. They've literally left. They've deleted their accounts. So they're like, you can't find them. And like I was able to find them because I'm a great detective and don't piss me off. But like at the same time, I'm like, I can understand why they left because it's like, oh, it's like sort of like the streams, like because our streams were pretty integrated together, me and his at the end, like our stream communities. But it's just like, I just don't even want to think about him. Who you think is associated? Yeah. I mean, I sort of already did that. I basically already did that. And like kicked them out of my Discord. And I actually did another round this weekend. I was like, no, 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 no. She will find you. Basically, have you guys seen those TikTok accounts? There are some crazy fucking TikTok accounts where they're like, where people volunteer. They're like, I bet you can't like figure out where I am. And then the person does, and I'm like, I'm scared for humanity. Okay, now I'm gonna use a cup to like smooth out the bottom, and then we'll freeze this thing. Oh my god, my throat is so dry. Assholes gotta ask. My nose is running too. I don't know if I have allergies or I'm ill. I have like a tissue in my pocket that's been here for like ever. I should probably wash my hands again. So it's like, so the biggest thing is like, even though I may have blocked, oh, nothing happened. I just washed my hands in. Even though I have blocked people, like they're still welcome and like valued members of like other people's communities that I would still like to watch. So it's like, I still have to, you know, like be around it. And you could be like, oh, well, how is that going to help if you're like off Twitch? And it's like, well, I'll probably feel less incentive to like watch those people at all. Keeps unrelated. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Streamers do. Pickle and I were talking about this. Like, streaming is not like a sustainable thing, in my opinion. Okay, I need a glass. So the other component is it is expensive. Yeah. If I'm not having fun and I'm like constantly being like, oh, this is like annoying that I have to look at this person, I'm like, well, I could be doing something else with my time. Are you worried I'm going to cut my hand? No, Lemon, why would you curse me? Okay, I'm not going to be that aggressive. I'm not going to be as aggressive as Lemon. I'll go lightly. Maybe I'll go on like this. Now I'm scared. I could do it with the glass that already is cracked. We have a glass that's cracked already. It actually has a really good bottom for doing this. No, it's okay. So yeah, the other component, dude, I have a second cyst. You guys, do you remember like, you can't see it. I wish you guys could all feel my cyst. I had one in my middle finger and I had it removed a year ago, but I think this one is bigger. It's fucking huge. So maybe if I broke the glass on the cyst, my cyst would also break. Yeah, it's been over a year. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay out. Yeah. Like, I feel like there's different goals. And I feel like the thing is like, it looked like chicken fat. They took a picture of mine because Pickle wanted to see it. It was big. It was a big. Yeah, it looked like jelly or something. Ugh. They can come back. Yeah, this one hasn't. The Toph Show, thank you for the follow. You didn't get a photo. Pickle gets photos of like all his things. It's gross. I mean, you were awake, right? Lemon, you were awake for it. I was awake for my hand. It was wild. Because they like, strapped my hand down. I was like in an operating room and like a full operating room. There was a request for photos. I am going to stream. Okay. So my plan is, so the other components to this whole thing is I feel like I've sort of decided, I for sure, not sort of, I have decided I want to follow the lingerie route, and I simply cannot grow on Twitch. Like, that's the other thing. At the end of the day, like, I don't think it's the platform for my content, regardless of everything else. Like, from a pure business perspective, like, I can grow, I'm growing much faster on like every other platform, right? Where it's like, I have not been posting that consistently or anything that great. And I'm still able to grow. Where here, I feel like I have to like fucking, like, you guys know that I sat at like 590 followers. 590 followers for like, a year. You have to funnel them. Yeah. So I was reading about that last night, Lemon. Like, one strategy people take is there is TikTok Live, but like even on TikTok Live, they suggest your streams be 30 minutes. Yeah. Dude, the tile seams are the devil. I don't know why our sponge is green. Nobody judged the sponge. I'm not in charge of the sponge. Pickle's in charge of the sponge. Doing what you do everywhere else. Yeah. So here's one possibility. So. We're obviously moving. I'm the daddy. Look at this fucking sponge, you guys. It's disgusting. It's like actually this color in real life. Oops. It's not good. Pickle's in charge of the sponge, so everyone harass him. It looks very organic. It is. It is, because we used to use like a like the blue, just like the regular Scotch Brite. But then I found myself eating the sponge. Like, I would literally pull a piece out and it would be the sponge in my mouth. And I was like, how much sponge have I eaten? I mean, obviously I'm probably pooping it out eventually, but like, I didn't like that. So now it's like a coconut biodegradable sponge, and we put it in our compost, and it actually composts for real. Yeah, I'm also not a sponge person, Lemon. I have like the little scrubber, but Pickle does the dishes, so you gotta help me eat this. Hi, Ice Pulse, and there's somebody else new. Snot Rocket, hello. Okay, what was I gonna say though about streaming? So like YouTube Shorts do really well. Like, okay, and so here's the thing, is I think some people think that I don't have like a tough skin or okay, a nice food and drink person. No, I just put the crust in the freezer. And now I'm gonna start. So this is what the tart photo looks like. So we'll see how close we get to this. While it's baking, we can make the caramel top. So like today, for example, I post on TikTok. No, it's not. I post on TikTok, and TikTok, the audience on TikTok is so different from any other platform. So my video did okay. I've had a couple like mini viral ones, but they're just like random shit I posted previously before I was like committed to lingerie stuff. And so this one was me talking about like doing an embroidery and me talking about feminism and how it feels to be making bras and like embroidery and doing these like doing embroidery, which would be historically something that women are done by women, and sort of trying not to feel like Yeah, I just posted it on Instagram. I don't think it's really done anything on Instagram, but I posted on YouTube Shorts today. I just got fucking destroyed. Like Pickle will get really defensive over the comments, and I just think they're silly. I never delete them because I'm like, whatever. Um, I usually keep them up because then more people will comment. Like, I don't care. They're watching my video. And I got 3 subscribers from it so far. I think it was sitting at like 2,100 views last I looked. So usually there'll be another round after that. So so like 3 subscribers I'm happy with, right? But like YouTube is fucking crazy. Like people just like rip me apart on any YouTube shorts I do. Anyone, no matter what the topic is. People just be mean. And like TikTok, I've never had that. Or any of it. You got addicted to a game and tried to stream it. And then what happened? But like also my YouTube, I mean, I have like 1,800 subscribers, which is not a lot. But considering I started off doing random shit and it wasn't until this last year and we moved, now we'll be moving twice during this. So I really haven't been posting like that much content. I'm pretty happy with it because I will post a video once every 3 weeks. Like I'm not posting in any type of way that's like recommended. Um the previous attempt was my screen. So the stream window. You made less than 10 comments. I don't know if I've ever made a comment. Maybe I have, just being like, thanks for the video, I loved it. Because it's always in some like craft thing that I'm trying to look up and stream in the same window. Who has time to hate? I know, and a YouTube short at that, where it's like, just scroll away. Nobody's making you watch this video, but like, thank you for watching it all the way to the end and commenting. I appreciate it. Like, honestly, I don't care. So like, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But I did tell Pickle to not look at the comments today. I was like, just an FYI, don't look at my YouTube comments because he gets notified on his phone. And he's like, oh, I only saw one that said ick. And I was like, okay, well, there's a lot more, so just don't look. um, so I just feel like I haven't seen any growth on. I mean, there's obviously some growth. Now that I've like hit 600, I've gotten like 20 more followers, but I see sort of where the cap is for like the makers and crafting, and it's pretty low. Like, it's a low ceiling. And obviously, I could be like, wow, maybe I'll be the first one, but like, I just don't think I'm that different from anybody else. Okay, we need to cut the apples. Comment on previous Twitch streams. I know, me too, actually. That's why I never watch the VODs, because I like, wait, I want to comment. I want to join the conversation. So there is that element. So there's like the people element where I feel like I'm just over it, I think. Type your comments in a note. Guys, Pickle's been watching too much Real Housewives with me. Real Housewives of New York has a whole new cast. And one of the women has like a notebook and she saves all of her comments in the notebook. Like all of her thoughts. When somebody says something mean, she writes it down, which I actually think is great, but they were making fun of her for it. And I was like, I don't think it's a bad idea. So, so there's also that aspect. So I had been like reading and thinking, and it could be something like a burn book. They were. Pickles really invested in this new season. Well, I think because Pickles never watched a Real Housewives series from like the first season. Well, you've seen Salt Lake, but I feel like Pickle doesn't like the Salt Lake as much. Although Salt Lake is fun. I mean, someone's in prison. That's pretty good content. Pretty good plot line. So yeah, my thinking was I would potentially stream. You gotta stop. I feel like I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't watch all of them. I don't watch Orange County, Miami. There was like Dallas. Yeah, the Real Housewives of Abu Dhabi or Dubai or something. Didn't like that. You were too invested. They've had I feel like Atlanta's been fairly successful or like very successful because some of the women have their own shows now, right? Okay, I'm gonna sit and peel these apples. So stream on TikTok for 30 minutes or something. Basically, sew a pair of underwear that's already cut out because I'll only be able to have one view. And then switch over like that same day. Right after, switch over to YouTube and stream live on YouTube then, which I know you guys hate YouTube and I don't really like YouTube, but I sort of just want to be on an island by myself at this point. Like I think I just don't like the fake community aspect of Twitch. I don't like it and I can't handle it anymore. It makes me feel like high school or something. Oh, you like YouTube? And like I want to. Is your last Twitch stream? No, I'm gonna stream on Thursday and then I'm gonna make Halloween my last Twitch stream. Because then we will hopefully have our house and be moving. So like even if I said that I was gonna come back and stay on Twitch, like next Tuesday would be my last day because probably until 2024 because I need to renovate the studio. What about Pornhub Live? Is that for YouTube to some of the other options? Do they actually? Smoke signals. I looked at OnlyFans has a live. You can go live and there's no nudity on it. But then it's like oh, watch her videos as a playlist. Like I want to grow my YouTube channel. It's interesting though because Lemon grew her YouTube channel and now she's on Twitch. So I feel like I'm doing the opposite of Lemon. I feel like I need to like pick her brain about that. Because it's, yeah, literally the opposite. Like, why would you, in my mind, YouTube is king still for payout and viewership. Where like there's people on, I follow one lady and she does live streams 3 days a week on YouTube. But she's like a professional sewist. She's very good. She's very talented. And so she has her whole community. I mean, she still only averages like 50 viewers, I think. Dude, the cyst is getting so big. I don't know if I should fly back. I actually might fly back to Boston and use that same doctor. The YouTuber, but hates how she's treated. Interesting. Like, she hates how she's treated by YouTube. I mean, I feel like all the platforms really suck at the end of the day. Plus, they helped her get back to artwork. Interesting. Because I was thinking, like, okay, you know, maybe I'll go to TwitchCon next year and vend. Yeah, the doctor was really good. This cyst is so big. Oh, like people are mean in the comments. That literally does not affect me. It's really cute. Pickle gets really mad. He'll be like, I can't believe they're saying this about you. And I'll just be like laughing. I'm like, it just does not bother me. It has gotten worse since you felt it. Caffeinated doodler on Twitch. Like maybe someday I'll smash my hand on accident. I could smash it when we're moving, but I don't think I can like force myself to do that. It's too gross. You get stressed on Twitch? I mean, I feel like Twitch makes me more uncomfortable when people come in the comments because then it's like live. Right? Like whenever there's a new person, I'm like, who is this? How did you find my stream? Get the fuck out. Earlier today I was listening to it's not Rocket. It's okay because Saren vouched for you. I love Saren's streams too. They're very chill. Well, and the thing is, like, Saren has a purpose when she's streaming too. Yeah, Saren is like, this is my friend. There's somebody I know. Sell me out for my channel. No. I had somebody DM me on Discord, and I was like, I literally only accepted it because I was like, maybe they have gossip for me. They didn't. They wanted to sell me stuff. That was disappointing. Stop talking to these people you don't know just because you're nosy. I am anywhere. I usually just lurk, but it makes it hard. Like I found myself being so jaded. Like I don't want to get invested in any other communities. Because I can't trust that they're not a piece of shit. Where like YouTube, I'll watch YouTube channels. And it's like, I guess even if they're a piece of shit, I mean, if it comes out that they're a piece of shit, I'll stop watching them. Everything tastes like garlic. I need to get these apples off this fucking cutting board. We need a non-garlic cutting board. God damn it. So I think I'm just too... You like my cutting boards. They're just... These apples taste garlicky already, and I feel like they have not been on the cutting board for very long. No, I shouldn't eat this. I need it. You did have to cut down on Facebook. I never go on... Because I was like, what if I do Facebook Live? And I was like, I just don't think I can bring myself to do that. And it seems like they're really pushing gaming. So... Rely on my money, it's a big girl. This is a great song. I will just like blast the song. Wait, this is Hall & Oates, right? E. I have one of their albums, like a record. I have their Alive. It was from when they were playing a live concert, and I have their record, and it's so fucking good. Because they actually changed their music slightly, so it doesn't sound exactly like it is on the like recorded album. So good. The apples go in the layer on the bottom. Yeah, they're just like a layer. So I hope they're not too dry. Well, there's a caramel sauce anyways. I don't want my name connected to anything. Yeah. So I feel like YouTube is probably the best spot so I can hopefully grow my channel, my YouTube channel a little more. And then I want to grow my TikTok. And those are my two main things. Instagram is just there. Instagram is just, do you see Daryl's YouTube sessions? Were they jam sessions? I saw they did a thing with Chromeo. Thank you for following. I like how I've gotten 3 followers today. I'm like, I'm going to quit streaming. Earlier today, I was watching Mr. Keem. He's like a pretty, I mean, I don't know what pretty big is, but he usually has like 500 or 600 followers or viewers. And today he was basically talking about the same thing I'm feeling, where famous people come to his house. Yes. Okay, I've seen the Chromeo one because I like Chromeo, and it was so good. They like come to his barn. That one. Yeah. The Chromeo one is great. So that's the only one I've seen though. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, he was just talking about the same thing where he's like, other streamers sort of suck. like basically being fake and just like using each other for clout and status and stuff like that. I mean, I did want to stick around after the whole camel situation in case there was any other people that wanted to like contact me about it. The Dream Police ban. Come to my barn. Come to my barn. I mean, the fact that they have a barn is just great. Maybe we need to switch to listening to some oldies. I have that pretty good, like, I've been calling it smooth classic rock station or playlist. Cheap Trick. Ah, okay. So I don't know. The thing is I do like baking streams. And I'm not going to do baking streams on YouTube. But I don't know. There are a lot of streamers. Like, streaming is a lot of work. Like, I was talking to daughter, and then at 5 o'clock, I was like, okay, I need to go get ready for stream. Like, I had to set up. I had to make sure, like, dinner was ready, which was leftovers, but it's still, like, I'm setting it up and moving it. And, you know, it's like a night. The Wild West. Wait, really? Wait, in what way? Because I've only watched sewing streamers, so they're like, what pattern are you using? What is your machine? Love how it looks. Layla's scratching on the gate. We have a baby gate to keep Hank out of the upstairs. And Layla has a button, but she's not. I question her intelligence because she can't use the button. Come on. Come on. What'd you scratch for? Come on. Layla, I'm not going to come get you again if you scratch. Come on. Oh, she wants me to go upstairs. Okay, well. Sometimes people only come to interact with me because they want something. Really? Oh, just in life. Yeah. But also on Twitch, nobody asks me for of anything anymore, which I like. I'm like, please, I want to be left alone. Oh, at work and stuff. Yeah. I think the more successful lives of streamers have moderators who throw out people who act up. Yeah. Like, I haven't really had that many issues with people coming in to stream, like on my stream. I think it's more this like disillusionment. Is that the word I'm thinking of? Where I thought there was some type of community and now I'm like, oh, there's not. And then it's like, I did like, a first pass of these people are toxic and I can't be around them. So I'm going to remove them. But even doing that, like, it's stressful. Like, I don't want to be doing that, you know? Like, I have to think about things a lot. And it's like mentally draining. Have ways of modding live. I don't know. So I am going to rebrand. Oh my God, there's that hair. I had a hair that fell. Not a cat hair this time, my hair. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about vending at TwitchCon. I was thinking Miley disagreeing with people in person. I have to be really uncomfortable to say something. I might be like meaner in person, to be honest. I might be meaner in person. But also in person, I can do like a vibe check. Online, there's no vibe checks. That makes it extra hard. In person, I could be like, okay, you pass the vibe check for now. Right? Or I can be like, get the fuck out of my face. You're definitely meaner. Yeah. The realtor here said that, like, I think he said that I was more aggressive in terms of like how I wanted to deal with real estate here. He said my tactics were more aggressive. I ain't saying nothing. I think I'm just like I'm very like to the point. People out. Oh, yeah, true. I'm direct, yeah. And that's just how I am. People are either like, whoa, who the fuck is this bitch? Or they're like, I like her. She's interesting. I'm socially anxious, but I also have resting bitch face and my face is stuff when I'm... Dude, Madonna, that is me times 1 million. 1,000,000%. I will just... It's horrible. I mean, I know it happens when I'm streaming too, but I think it's worse in person. I think it is worse in person. Oh, Layla, you came... So Layla prefers if I open the gate first so she can just like walk through, but she can get through the railings on the stairs. So she did that all by herself and now she's here on the couch. And Hank's in her bed, so hopefully there's no fighting. That's amazing. Can't it be both though, Saren? Fired me. It doesn't help that, like, everyone in my family is like this. Imagine me, except like 10 of us together. Like, my family has rifts. Okay, one time my dad didn't talk to his brother for 7 years because my dad, well, they both mutually didn't talk to each other because my dad, we were like up at their house there in Minnesota. And my dad was like, "You're so cheap for getting that fireplace surround." And my uncle was like, "I'm not cheap." My dad's like, "You're cheap." They didn't talk for 7 years. That's just one example. There's a reason I almost dated like a second cousin. Because I'm like, I don't know who this person, I did not, why would I know this person is a cousin? There's some like rift in the family like a generation ago. Oh yeah, they're so petty. So I try not to be petty like them, but also I will like, I'll just be like, okay, fuck you. Didn't get enough content. What do you mean? I've told this. I feel like the garlic is really coming out of the cutting board. I'm not even putting the apple slices on there for very long. So this is actually, I should update the title to be like garlic apple caramel chestnut tart. uh, so my town I grew up in had a bunch of Catholic grade schools, like middle schools, like a bunch, like 10. And each one, only had 20, maybe 30 kids per grade. And so they would have dances. The dances would be all of the dances the dances would be all of the Catholic schools. And so you still don't have that big of a pool of people. And like, you would see them when we'd play sports or whatever. I think maybe I did some like cheerleading in middle school or something. So I'd be at the sports ball games a lot. Anyways, we were at a dance and I was like, who this guy? And and we danced. That's the only thing we did. We danced. I think you would get really in trouble if you kissed somebody. This was a Catholic school, you guys. And we exchanged home phone numbers, right? Because this is before cellular devices. So we met at the dance. We left room for Jesus, but we did dance. And he called the house. And his last name is different than my last name. And my mom goes, yeah, it was like a middle school dance. My mom goes, why is insert last name calling our house? And I was like, that's for me. And I was like, that's your cousin. That's your cousin's house. Like, that's, on the caller ID. And I'm like, what? And I literally had to break the news to him that we were actually cousins. We are still friends on Facebook, though. Did I answer? Wait, what do you mean? It's not really my life. Wait, what was the question? I mean, so obviously, so I still don't actually, yeah, I answer the phone. I think he ended up friending me on Facebook. I don't know. I still don't know how he's related to me. Oh, yeah, I answered the phone. I answered it. But we didn't talk very much after that. But later, like a decade later, he friended me on Facebook. And I was like, is he still thinking about me? That's sort of awkward. I think he's like still in my hometown. Family drop, yes. The severity, yeah. It goes so deep that I mean, I have other we always have to do a family relation check. Yeah, like I had other cousins that were at a public school, like in high school. They were my age, they were girls. I had no idea. I hear about them now that we're like adults. No idea. And that's because my dad and their dad, so they were cousins, they got into a fight. Touch our Wait, why? Why? Is it my apples? Okay, these apples need to get off here. Just cousin stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Thought of accidentally being with a cousin. It was just one middle school dance. It was a great middle school dance, though. Oh my god. I cannot. I mean, there's a reason I handed out the phone number, the landline. No daddy to it. No. Like, I think he has to be like at least a second cousin. Like, I don't know. Yeah, but like my grandpa's family had like a ton. Like, he had a ton of siblings. I think there's only one left alive. That's Pickle's family, Madonna. Pickle's grandma had an extra finger. Like, for real. Unless everyone's been lying to me. But they were from Appalachia, so that makes sense. Like, they did not have like water or electricity. I think up until she went to college or something. Like, well past the time when everyone else had indoor plumbing and electricity. So yeah, Pickle's a little inbred. That's fine. I don't think he cares. Hank, what's up? Split? Split. I think you had it right the first time. I think you had it right the first time. Hank, what's up? You have a split uvula. The thing in the back of your throat. Oh, is he making a joke? We did have a couple cousins marry like a generation above my mom. I mean, I did some like family history stuff and we had some like cousins marry, but that was like a couple hundred years ago. They did not get their parents telling them like, just so you know, this is your cousin. They didn't get that talk. Clearly. Hank. Kind of scandal. It's called the elephant. Is this a history thing? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't want to know, actually. Okay, we're done with the apples. We already heard this song. That's why I don't do the ancestry thing. Oh yeah, Pickle is not ever gonna, we're never gonna do that. I don't want them to have our data either. I have done some family tree stuff, like I said. But that's mostly because my family's been like in the United States for forever. I would do it in LA. when I also had no friends. I would work like 12 hours a day on my fiber business, but then I would still need something else to do for the rest of the time when Pickle was gone. And Hank, you're gonna get scared. So I did a lot of genealogy stuff. No, I'm not. People in my family would say that. But the only person I found was somebody was a gardener. Somebody was a gardener for like the royal family or something. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think that is actually cooler. Okay, let's get these apples. So we're supposed to make a bunch of apple rings. Cut side facing in the center. Okay. Are you good at gardening? Not really. To obtain and being born into royalty, I know. I know. I'm supposed to just like, Hank, stop. I don't know what you want. She's just like crying at my feet. She's right underneath me crying and like scratching my leg and scratching the cabinets. And I don't know what she wants, but I just feel like she has really bad anxiety. She's on some anti-anxiety meds, but it's a very low dose. Oh, your cat does too. What does your cat want? Attention! Well, Hank's shit out of luck. We need the cat exorcist. We do. No, it says to do them really. I mean, unless I'm going to run out. Look how many apples I have. Like, the picture has them even closer together. Like, it has more apples. I should do a reverse then. How did I get these, like, up? Oh, wait. How did I do this? No, this is the same way. I have no idea. How do I get this, like, built up on the bottom? You piped on the top! No! This is, like, sort of a naked tart, I feel like. Everyone thought it was pipe pickle. I'm pretty sure I've made this for you. I should get the oven going, actually, because this oven takes 500 years. 350. Oh, so anyways, that's all my drama I think I have about Twitch. I think streaming is hard. I think being a content creator is hard. Thanks, guys. I think I have like it is really hard. Yeah, it is time consuming. What's happening? Oh, Hank just scared Layla. Okay. Layla's always on high alert. Thanks, Hoj. Yeah, time, yeah. Oh god, are they fighting now? Hank, come on. Okay, they're not fighting yet. The cats are stressing me out. Hair, a Saren hair braid. Saren's hair always is really nice. Okay, Hank's just like running around. Pushing her food button, running around. I feel like I need more apples. Okay, Madonna. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, you're going to Beetlejuice musical. Oh, shit. Thank you, daughter. Yeah, Discord is definitely going to be the best place to like keep up. Like I'm still going to be active in the Discord even when I'm not streaming. I'm always active in the Discord and I'll continue to be active in the Discord. Lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Are you excited, Saren? I love Beetlejuice. I haven't been watching that many Halloween movies. We watched a lot of Scream movies, but now we're getting into like the really modern stuff where they're getting a little too gory and they're like pretty scary. I'm gonna have too many apples. It has been slasher film season. Like I haven't watched Nightmare Before Christmas. I haven't. So Tuesday I'm gonna have a Halloween stream. I have this little cauldron thing I want to paint. And then I want to carve a pumpkin on stream. And Pickle's gonna carve a pumpkin off stream. He's usually done with his pumpkin in like 20 minutes. It's not really me, but I feel like where else am I gonna wear it? Yes! Thinking about a Beetlejuice cake. Oh my god, a Beetlejuice cake. Oh my god. Da 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 da. Yes. I love Beetlejuice. Yeah, I also love Nightmare Before Christmas. Making this one, like, they're getting taller as they're going to the center. So I feel like I'm trying to fit more apples. Like, I think I'm gonna have to go on the outside. How am I gonna do this? Like, maybe I'm gonna put some apples underneath this. For Halloween. So yeah, so I'm gonna make I'll take it. You have enough apples for a second one. It's gonna taste like garlic. How do I make a flower? I feel like I can get this. So I'm gonna make a Barbie costume for myself, which I barely started. Apple TV. I barely started making it. So I'm gonna be Rollerblade Barbie. And oh shit, it's getting crazy in the center here. Like anymore. And then I'm gonna paint this little like cauldron tchotchke thing I got at Michael's. And then yeah, then I want to carve pumpkins. But Pickle doesn't want to carve pumpkins on stream. So I'm gonna be on stream and Pickle's not gonna be on stream. So you think I should just put maybe all this? Does that look like a flower? Maybe I just put all these smaller ones in here. So yeah, so I feel like that's a good last stream. I mean, I'll have to decide how I feel about baking streams because I'm definitely not going to do that on YouTube. Like, I just want to get my lingerie stuff. This does not look good. Or does it? I feel like I'm making an edible arrangement right now. Like, I feel like I should cut these smaller if I want to put them in the center like this. But then they'll just like flop over. Getting pretty tight. Okay, so I feel like the outside, I definitely need... They might flop and look good. Sherry's berries! Those are the only types of ads I want. I want to be so famous that I can just say random shit and it's like fine. It's actually better. Maybe not. I feel like Saren's usually right though. Okay. Now I have more room for apples. But yeah, I want to get the lingerie stuff like situated and I want to have a schedule that works. And I need to renovate my studio space and actually have more tables. Right now, I just do not have, I know. It was pretty good. I'm glad they like slid on top of each other. I also want to get chickens. I feel like I just need to concentrate on my like real life stuff. That's sort of what like Mr. Keem was saying too. The streaming can just be so, because I feel like, yeah, there's this pressure to like network, at least for me, to network in other people's streams. Yeah. And like I didn't want to take a break after the whole like Paul Camel thing. Doc. Well, that's not really my problem. Um I didn't want to take a break because I didn't want to like just in case other people would like come out of the woodwork because I had a lot of people contacting me. They slid over each other. They did. I feel like because yeah, I did take a break when we moved, but that was not a break. That was like just chaos. Post the full list of quotes. Yes. Pickle definitely needs to. Pickle's been so busy. I think he should be asleep. 9. He looked so sleepy when he came home today. Because they're interviewing people at work. And so he has to like be active and talking to people. Like, Pickle is not a talker. He's very quiet. Pickle is very, very quiet. So the fact that he has to like not only talk, but interview people, it's a lot. And then it's like he comes home and I'm like, la 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 la. He's like, oh my God. So that is a good thing for me for stream. Yeah. Using brain does make you tired. It's true. I don't think I used my brain today though. Okay. Is this good? Okay, I was actually able to get almost all these apples in here. So yeah, I just need to find a platform that works better for my brand. I need to rebrand. I need to figure out what that's going to look like. Find a platform or multiple platforms that works better. And then after all that, if you take it to the limit, I know. Well, then I could just like plop them in like this. Ooh, I just plop them in. But this looks much better. Like pretty satisfying to look at. Okay, so now I need to put sugar. I need a 1/4 cup of sugar. My hands are sticky. Maybe I should make some overnight oats and put the rest of the apples in the overnight oats. And then when all of that is said and done, and I have everything figured out for my actual brand business, I have things going, I feel like then I could possibly think about adding like baking streams in for fun if I'm having fun. And then maybe at that point, everyone who is annoying to me will not be on Twitch anymore. Okay, so I just want 3 tablespoons of butter. Yeah, Pickle said he's staying up until the tart is done. Pressure. I was saying, like, Pickle and I were talking before stream, like, I don't know how there's not something like a creator's fund. Like, on TikTok, if you have 10,000 followers, which is, like, not insignificant, but it's really not that much. I think it's 10,000. Maybe it's 100,000. 10,000 doesn't seem like that much. Anyways, there's some number where you get to and you can be part of the creator fund, where then you get paid from TikTok itself to post your videos, like based on how your videos are doing. Like if you have a good video, you'll get more of the creator fund. It's basically just like a pool of money. I'm gonna cut this one up smaller. So I'm like, I just don't understand how there's not something like that on Twitch. Because I just feel like relying on subs and gifts alone, especially with like the economy and stuff, is not realistic for a lot of people. And you really have to be in like not just the 1%, you have to be in the 0.001%. I think Twitch is just greedy. Yeah. And now it's like if you're a partner, it doesn't even matter. You still only get a 50-50 cut. And I definitely don't want to move to Kick because I think Kick is where everyone goes that gets banned from Twitch. Wait, maybe I should be showing you guys the close-up. Yeah, because there's like Partner Plus. Mr. Keem was talking about it because he was talking about not having money. Ooh. Are you going to share the deets? Today was the first. Yeah, he was talking about Partner Plus. So Partner Plus is when you get the 70-30 split, and I think it's based on the number of subs you have. Like, what? So it's like being partner basically doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Like, oh, what do you get?